The Brave Prince of Eldoria. A 30-minute story script for YouTube video. Introduction. Long ago, in the ancient kingdom of Eldoria, there lived a young prince named Adrian. He was not known for his riches or royal clothes. He was known for his courage, kindness, and the fire inside his heart. The kingdom of Eldoria was surrounded by dark forests, high mountains, and dangerous rivers. For many years, peace ruled the land. But one terrible night changed everything forever. A dark shadow appeared in the northern mountains. Villages were destroyed. People disappeared. Fear spread across the kingdom like wildfire. King Richard, Adrian's father, was old and weak. The royal army had failed many times against the mysterious enemy. The people began losing hope. But Prince Adrian believed one thing. True courage is not the absence of fear. It is fighting even when fear stands before you. And so, the greatest adventure of his life began. Chapter 1: The Prince Who Was Different. Prince Adrian was unlike other princes. He did not enjoy grand feasts or royal celebrations. Instead, he spent his time learning sword fighting, reading ancient books, and helping poor villagers. Every morning, he rode through nearby towns, listening to the struggles of ordinary people. One day, an old farmer said to him, "Your Highness, the kingdom needs a leader with a brave heart, not just a golden crown." Those words stayed in Adrian's mind forever. Even as a child, Adrian showed extraordinary courage. When he was only 12 years old, he saved a young girl from a wild horse during a festival. While others ran away, Adrian stepped forward without hesitation. The people loved him because he treated everyone equally. But deep inside, Adrian always felt that destiny was preparing him for something greater. Chapter 2: The Dark Prophecy. One stormy night, a royal messenger arrived at the castle carrying terrible news. The northern villages have fallen. The king immediately gathered his advisors. An old wizard named Elias stepped forward and revealed an ancient prophecy hidden for centuries. When darkness rises from the north, only the prince with the lion's heart can save the kingdom. Everyone in the room looked toward Adrian. But the king refused to let his son go. "You are my only heir," King Richard said. "I cannot lose you." Adrian answered calmly. "If I stay here while innocent people suffer, then I do not deserve the crown." The next morning, Adrian prepared for his journey. Before leaving, his mother gave him a silver pendant. "This belonged to your grandfather," she said. "Wear it when darkness surrounds you." Adrian mounted his horse and rode toward the unknown. Chapter 3: Into the Forbidden Forest. The journey to the north was dangerous. Adrian entered the Forbidden Forest, a place feared by everyone in Eldoria. Legend said dark spirits lived there. The trees were massive, blocking the sunlight. Strange sounds echoed through the woods. Suddenly, wolves surrounded Adrian. He drew his sword slowly. The leader of the wolves charged toward him. Instead of attacking wildly, Adrian remained calm. He remembered his training. With speed and precision, he defended himself bravely. After a fierce battle, the wolves retreated. But Adrian soon realized something strange. The wolves looked frightened, as if they too were escaping from something even more terrifying. That night, Adrian met a mysterious hunter named Rowan beside a campfire. "You're heading north?" Rowan asked. "Yes." "Then you are either very brave, or very foolish." Adrian smiled slightly. "Sometimes bravery looks like foolishness." Impressed by his courage, Rowan decided to join him. Chapter 4: The Hidden Village. After several days, Adrian and Rowan discovered a hidden village destroyed by dark soldiers wearing black armor. Only a few survivors remained. An injured woman told them about a cruel warlord named Malgrim. "He controls creatures of darkness," she whispered. No army can stop him. Adrian clenched his fists. Where is he? In the Black Fortress beyond the mountains. The villagers begged Adrian not to go. Everyone who challenges Malgrim dies. But Adrian refused to abandon them. He helped rebuild homes, shared food with the villagers, and protected them from further attacks. For the first time in months, the people felt hope again. A young boy asked Adrian, "Are you truly a prince?" Adrian smiled warmly. A true prince protects his people. Chapter 5: Climbing the Frozen Mountains. To reach the Black Fortress, Adrian and Rowan had to cross the frozen mountains. The journey became brutal. Snowstorms blinded them. Food became scarce. Their horses grew weak. One night, Rowan said, "We can still turn back." Adrian looked toward the distant mountains. "If we turn back now, darkness wins." As they climbed higher, they encountered giant stone guardians protecting an ancient bridge. The bridge began collapsing beneath them. Rowan barely escaped. But Adrian became trapped. Using all his strength, Adrian leaped across the falling stones, just before the bridge shattered into the icy river below. Rowan stared at him in disbelief. "You really are different." Chapter 6: The Secret of the Pendant. Deep inside an ancient cave, Adrian discovered mysterious symbols glowing on the walls. The silver pendant around his neck suddenly began to shine. An old spirit appeared before him. "Prince Adrian," the spirit said, "your bloodline carries the power of the ancient kings." The spirit revealed that Malgrim was once a royal knight, who became consumed by greed and darkness. Only the light of the lion's heart could defeat him. But remember, the spirit warned, great power means nothing without compassion. Adrian understood that true strength was not hatred or revenge. It was protecting others. Chapter 7: The Battle Begins. Finally, Adrian and Rowan reached the Black Fortress. The sky above it was dark red. Lightning struck the towers continuously. Thousands of dark soldiers guarded the gates. Adrian raised his sword. For Eldoria. The battle was fierce. Adrian fought with unmatched bravery. Rowan fired arrows from above while Adrian led rescued prisoners against the enemy. But then Malgrim appeared. He wore black armor and carried a massive sword glowing with dark energy. "You are just a boy," Malgrim laughed. Adrian stepped forward fearlessly. A boy who fights for his people. The final duel began. Chapter 8: The Final Duel. The clash between Adrian and Malgrim shook the fortress. Malgrim was stronger and more experienced. Again and again, Adrian was knocked down. But each time, he stood back up. Malgrim shouted angrily, "Why won't you surrender?" Adrian answered, "Because hope never surrenders." At that moment, the silver pendant began shining brightly. A powerful light surrounded Adrian's sword. The darkness around the fortress started disappearing. With one final strike, Adrian defeated Malgrim. The black armor shattered. The dark army fled into the shadows. The kingdom was finally free. Chapter 9: The Return of the Hero. When Adrian returned to Eldoria, thousands of people filled the streets cheering his name. King Richard embraced his son proudly. "You are no longer just my son," the king said. "You are the protector of this kingdom." Adrian was crowned as the future king of Eldoria. But even after becoming a hero, Adrian remained humble. He rebuilt villages, helped the poor, and created peace across the land. People would tell stories about him for generations. Not because he was born a prince, but because he chose courage over fear. Ending narration. And so, the legend of Prince Adrian became immortal. His story taught the world that true greatness does not come from power, wealth, or royal blood. True greatness comes from bravery, kindness, sacrifice, and the willingness to stand against darkness when everyone else is afraid. Even today, in the ancient lands of Eldoria, people still whisper his name. The Prince with the Lion's Heart. The end.